Well, is Fido a little too frisky for you? You think he needs to calm down? Got the perfect solution. We have Patrick Logue from Busters in, and he's brought Jake, the danger dog, I'm told, is his nickname. And first of all, what is Busters? Is it like basic obedience training, or does it go beyond that?
It goes beyond that. Busters, we are the world's largest dog training company. We're in 8 countries. We worked with over 350,000 dogs, and we cover everything from behavioral issues all the way down to basic obedience, sit stays. Kind of one of the biggest problems that we've come across every day is just dogs who hear the doorbell ring and charge the front door.
Yeah, they're excited. Got to find out who it is.
Got to know who that is, and got to be in charge of the front door, because as people, we're really slow. And Jake is obviously a lot faster than me.
Now, the cool thing about Busters is you come to the person's house, so the dog's in its own environment when you train it. Does that work a lot better?
It works incredibly well. The biggest reason why we come to the house rather, is simply because we want to be able to keep the dog in a very stress-free environment. Plus, the convenience factor for our clients is overwhelming.
So, can you show us some of the basic things you start with?
Well, certainly. The first thing that we need to do is we need to basically get Jake's attention.
Okay.
And
he's obviously interested in something on our carpet.
Something smells awfully good there. And really what we do is Busters, the system that we have is actually the dog's own way of communicating. And so one of those things that we're going to do is effectively growl at him.
Okay.
Which sounds kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But if we just growl at him in conjunction with possibly getting a little taller with our body language. Ah! Give me Jake. Good boy.
Wow, that really got his attention.
Absolutely. And anytime we issue a correction like this, we always want to make sure that we see some sort of submission sign. Now, submission does not mean the dog is sad. You've seen him just briefly. He's a very happy dog. But submission just simply means that, okay, I understand. I got your message. Just like calm down. Just got to calm down. I got to do whatever. Just like we would correct someone that says 2 + 2 is 5, we would correct that. Yeah. And we would show them the correct answer, which is 4. And once the dog understands that, via the submission sign, we would then praise it. So, and we want to praise it using very light tones, which anyone that has a child knows what that is, which is, good boy, Jake, yeah.
Good boy.
And those tones are just very soothing to dogs, and he's back on another smell here. So we can get his attention again. Now, sometimes if we just need to get his attention, we can just use the light tones. Give me Jake, good boy. So it's not always about correction, it's just about getting the dog's attention and then showing it what you want to do. So,
and the voice tones then work, you know, for any type of command. That's the basic groundwork to start with.
Exactly. And what's wonderful is that I kind of like calling how a dog's brain basically an operating system of Wolf 1.0.
There you go. Sorry, we have lots more tips, so you have to stick around to the 8 o'clock. Jake is just a little anxious here to get off the set. And 239-225-1371 or Southwest Florida at barkbusters.com. And like I said, Patrick going to be stopping back by with Jake, who is saying, I'm going to chill out until then. So stay with us. Well, Fido is a little frisky at home. We have Patrick Logue here who can, he's with Busters, and he can teach him how to chill, just like Jake is demonstrating here. Good morning, Patrick. And Busters is unique in that it's dog obedience, but you work with the animal's behavior and you come to the home.
We come to the home, we solve the dog's behavior problems. There's many devices that you can put on a dog to solve problems, like a prong collar, but it doesn't solve the behavior. What we do is we address the behavior side.
So can you demonstrate with Jake here some of the things you can teach all our furry friends?
Well, absolutely. Just basically the very easiest thing you want to be able to do just to get your dog's attention, say, away from that front door or another barking dog, is to effectively growl at him, which is, ah! Now, once you have the dog's attention, you might need to go to a little bit bigger with that and have a large, big, loud clap, or if you have your keys in a pocket, you can throw your keys down on the ground. All these noises and things are just designed to get the dog's attention.
Just like getting a kid's attention.
Just like getting a child's attention. After that, that's when we can start calling over and showing the dog what it is that you want the dog to do.
Like a weather clicker.
Like weather clicker. Well, we'll have to work on that.
Can't quite do the weather yet. Now, the obedience, once they learn the basic commands from the voice, does it work to teach them all things like sit and stand and stay? And
well, what's great, as I mentioned earlier, that Jake's brain and any dog's brain runs on what I call Wolf 1.0, kind of a hardwired operating system. And because it works on any dog, we can, as long as we know how to communicate with that dog through this series of body language and verbal tones, we can get dog's behavior to change. And you can show a dog and guide the dog through any trick or obedience thing that you want the dog to do.
How about a trick? Give us a trick.
Give us a trick. Well, Jake doesn't know many tricks because Jake is just full of tricks himself. He's chilling right now.
Well, you yelled at him so hard, I'd be on the floor too.
Well, he can shake
Jake, can
sometimes.
you shake?
Can you, buddy?
Shake?
Give me a paw. Or
And
lay
he's
down.
Oh, he's going to lay down.
being very submissive.
Well, they say never work with, kids or animals because they can always upstage you. But what are some of the trickier things that owners may ask Barkbusters to do? To help them out with?
Pulling on leash. If you look like this and your dog's out ahead of you, you're trying to
Leading the
walk.
walk, yeah.
If your dog is leading the walk, charging the front door as soon as the doorbell rings, barking at other dogs, aggression towards other dogs.
And it's all through voice commands, so it's
voice
non-aggressive,
commands,
very
it's through
calming
voice
for the
commands
dog.
and through a series of body language. Again, anyone that watches dogs communicate in a very distinct way. They use body language in their voice, and every now and then you'll see a dog snap at one another. Effectively, we use that same system. So that's why oftentimes our lessons only last between 2 and 3 hours.
That's great. And if you'd like more information on Barkbusters, you can give Patrick a call at 1-877-500-BARK or send him an email at swfla@barkbusters.com. We want to thank Patrick and Jake for coming on, and their website for Barkbusters International, of course, barkbusters.com. Well, thank you so much to Patrick and Jake for coming on, and all our other guests. We sure hope that you have had a great time with us this morning on Fox 4 Rising.
Did you have fun? I think so.
I think Jake had fun. He looks quite content. That is all the time we have for this morning. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back here tomorrow morning from 5 to 9 a.m. See you then.
Good night, everybody.